guys, how's it going?
It's absolutely insane. And then on Tuesday night, he came over and I was like, what are you doing here?
Alrighty then, I guess we're not ready.
Excuse me, where are you going? We need to order.
Do you? Because you just blatantly ignored my existence. So to me, that indicates you're not ready to order.
Well, maybe do your job and ask what we want.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna waste my breath if I'm not being acknowledged.
We were talking. You have to have a little bit of patience and wait till we're ready.
Yeah, for sure. Let me just wait around and do my job on your timeline.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, not happening. You want to treat me like I'm invisible? Oh, I'll be invisible. I'll prioritize everybody in this restaurant over you.
You can't talk to me like that.
Yeah? Who's gonna stop me?
Aren't you afraid I could get you fired?
No.
Wow, so you're that cocky you think you're immune.
Oh, no, I just genuinely don't care if I get fired. In case it wasn't clear by my attitude, I don't love it here.
Then just quit.
Maybe next week.
Girl, life is too short to be at a job that makes you miserable.
Yeah, but this is just my side gig.
You can love a side gig.
Can you?
Yeah, why not? Just start making TikTok videos or something.
Not a bad idea.
So can we order now?
You know what? You inspired me. I have always dreamt of quitting mid-shift.
Good for you, but how about those drinks?
Hey, Emily, can you take their order? I'm gonna go home and start a TikTok channel and call it Dre Figgy Smalls for some reason.
Why would you call it that?
Yeah, I don't know. It just sounds kind of funny, and it's probably not gonna be successful in any capacity. Hi, table for 10.
Whoa, no shot. Didn't I ban you last week?
No, what are you talking about?
I don't like it when my intelligence is insulted.
It's not my fault, you're misremembering.
I'm not misremembering nothing. When someone's as rude to one of my coworkers as you were last week, I take a mental picture. And I never forget. Your name's Kirsten, you're from Tennessee.
Yeah, okay, but can you just stop? I have a whole group of people here from out of town, and I promised them we'd eat here.
Should have thought through that one sooner, eh?
We're gonna spend a lot of money.
We don't need the business.
Come on, Brock, you're really gonna say no to me?
Yes.
No one's ever rejected me before.
All right, lady, I got a beautiful woman at home who can solve a crossword and pen. Your cheap flirting won't break me.
Come on, I'm sorry, okay? I've had a week to reflect. I promise I won't be rude again. Just please let us in.
No can-dosville, baby doll.
Really? So that's it? A lifetime ban because some little girl got her feelings hurt?
Yes, ma'am.
But I said I was sorry.
Fantastic, and I accept your apology, but apologies are about accountability, not access.
Seriously? So one bad night defines a person's life?
Well, let this be a lesson. The way you treat service staff matters, and now you have to face the consequences of your actions.
Please, I'll be an angel, and we promise to give her a super generous tip.
You're doing too much right now. You're doing everything except respecting the boundary I set.
I am respecting it. I'm just asking you to reconsider.
And I'm telling you, respectfully, but firmly, no.
I think it's wrong. You're taking that job when you have children at home.
Thanks for your opinion, but I've got it covered.
I'm just so curious. How are you going to do it?
Well, not that it's really any of your business, but childcare, family, their father.
Yes, but you're their mother. Do you really think it makes sense to take on a career that requires that much of your energy at this point in your life?
I'm 28.
Yeah, and you committed to the life of a young mom, so this whole thing's just a little selfish, no?
I don't think so. It's always been my dream.
Sure, but you have kids now. Isn't that the true dream?
So what, my passions and aspirations just don't matter anymore?
No, it's just that children really need routine and stability.
And they'll still have those things.
Well, I just don't think it's fair to the kids to only have half their parents' attention.
Doesn't your husband travel half the month for work?
Yeah, but that's different.
Why? Because he's a man?
No, he is providing for our family.
So am I.
Okay, I doubt your little acting gig pays what he makes. It's all a little flashy for me.
Well, then I guess it's a good thing it's my life and not yours.
You're not scared it'll take away from really enjoying motherhood?
No, you know what really takes away from enjoying motherhood? Guilt and unrealistic expectations and acting like having ambitions means I love my kids less.
I didn't say that. I'm just so curious how you're gonna find that balance.
Life is a balancing act.
Okay, but you're supposed to be the role model. How can you justify getting up on stage in that tiny little costume?
I think I'm a great role model. I'm gonna teach them to follow their dreams and that if they work hard, anything's possible, and not to shrink themselves down to placate somebody else's expectations of them.
Well,
end of conversation.
Excuse me, we're ready for another round.
Okay, just a heads up though, your 90-minute bottomless brunch is over, so if you get another round, you'll be charged for it.
What? We just got here. We've only had one.
You got here almost 2 hours ago.
Well, nobody told us there was a time limit.
I think maybe you just shut your eyes and ears off when you don't want something to be true. You guys do this on purpose, don't you? You say you're bottomless, then you disappear for an hour and a half so we can't cash in on it. Hey guys, do you want another round?
That's another level. Oh my god, that is so...
Guess not.
Would you ladies like another?
I still have half a drink. Does it look like I'm ready for another?
Yeah, a simple no would have sufficed. I see those empty glasses. We need a refill?
Yeah, maybe in a few minutes. I am such a lightweight.
Yeah, no, I asked you guys multiple times if you wanted another round, and you quite literally told me that my constant presence was annoying you.
Yeah, because it was. Read the room, maybe.
You know, it's starting to feel like I just can't win here.
Okay, this is ridiculous. We would have literally spent less money just buying a single glass.
Yeah, good observation.
Can't you just override the system?
No, sorry, but what I can do is ask the bartender to do me a solid and just make you guys around on the house.
Yes, do that.
But unfortunately, I only do things like that for customers who are nice to me, so you guys can either buy another round or, my personal suggestion, pay and leave.
Excuse me. I want to speak to the manager.
Yeah, that's me. What's up?
We were having a perfectly pleasant evening until our server had the audacity to come up to us and ask if there was a problem with the service after we chose not to tip. It was confrontational, and we do not appreciate that.
Oh, you don't appreciate confrontation? Then what's this?
Oh, you don't mind being the confronter, you just don't like being confronted. Makes sense.
Well,
Look, ma'am, I understand your frustration. She did let me know that you didn't leave a tip, and when that happens, we just check in to make sure everything was okay.
I don't have to leave a tip. I paid my bill. That should be the end of it.
Sure, tipping is technically optional.
Nope.
Tipping is 100% optional. But it is fairly standard in the US, so if there's no tip on a $400 tab, we need to make sure that it's not because you were unhappy or mistreated, and rather because you can't afford it or want to make a point.
Well, I can afford it. I just think the restaurant should have to pay their staff, not me.
Fair viewpoint.
And now I'm extremely unhappy with the way this was all handled.
Okay, well, that's just the way we operate. If there's something we can improve, we'd genuinely rather know than assume.
No,
I think we both know that's not why she confronted me. She wanted to call me out and embarrass me.
I am so sorry if you feel embarrassed.
But if it wasn't her who confronted you, it would have been me. And I'm a lot less polite than she is.
Oh, that's rich.
So you condone this vile behavior?
Yes. You're just the head of the snake, aren't you?
There's no need to be defensive, ma'am. You've made your point. We truly appreciate your feedback. Have a nice evening. Hello, we have a reservation under the name Libby.
Oh, Libby party of 6?
Uh-huh. I'm seeing here that your reservation was at 7 p.m.
Okay, and?
Well, it's now 7:45, so unfortunately we had to give the table away.
I'm sorry, what? You gave away my reserved table?
Yeah, so we have a 15-minute grace period, but after that's up, we kind of have to move on with the evening.
Okay, that's insane. Ever heard of letting a person know when their whole evening's gonna be wrecked?
Good question. Have you ever heard of letting a restaurant know when you're gonna be 45 minutes late, or did we miss your call?
Nice attitude.
You didn't answer the question.
Nope, I didn't call.
Okay, well that's generally the proper way to go about something like that, so in the future, just give us a heads up and we will do everything we can to accommodate.
I'm not gonna call you while I'm driving. That would be unsafe.
Yeah, no, of course not. I wasn't suggesting that. You have a party of 6. It would have just taken one of you.
This is just great. So we don't get to eat dinner tonight because I got out of work a little bit later than usual.
Grocery stores are open until 9.
Do I look like somebody who cooks for themselves?
Good point, no. Well, good news, Chipotle is open till 11.
No, we're not getting fast food. When is your next opening?
Yeah, we're fully booked for the rest of the night.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you change that answer because you clearly don't know who I am.
Respectfully, ma'am, unless you're the owner or the owner's mother, it doesn't really matter who you are. Next! Hey guys, just a quick heads up, we now charge a 20% service fee.
I'm sorry, what? Since when?
It started this week, so don't worry about leaving an additional tip unless you really want to.
So we're forcing tips now?
No, we're not. Tips are optional. This is a service charge. It's part of the price, just like tax.
I don't even get a say.
No, you do. That's why they announced it ahead of time, so people can decide whether or not they'd like to dine here with the new policy.
Well, here's a brilliant idea. Pay your employees better.
This is just the solution they landed on. Transparent pricing, no surprises, guaranteed income.
No, this is illegal. I want it removed.
It's actually very much legal as long as it's clearly communicated.
Well, it wasn't, and now we've driven all the way over here.
It's printed on the menu, there's a sign on the door, your reservation email broke it down, and I'm verbalizing it to you.
So you're telling me that even if I get terrible service, I still have to pay this?
Yep, so even if you're unhappy, your server will still get paid, which I know, that's a tough concept to swallow.
That's preposterous.
But the good news is, if something does go wrong, that's when you talk to a manager. They'll fix the problem. They can comp items, adjust the bill, whatever's appropriate, but your server doesn't have to be the one to suffer for it.
Well, I would really prefer the server take the hit rather than the nice millionaires.
I know.
And now the server has no incentive to be a good little server if she's definitely gonna get paid.
So usually when people perform poorly, they get terminated. Same will happen here. And I don't know about you, but I would be much less of a curmudgeon at my job if the looming threat of working for nothing was eliminated.
Whatever, I guess we'll stay, but we're gonna be grumpy about it the whole time.
You were gonna be grumpy regardless. Hey guys, what can
Honey, you look exactly like the guy who dumped me on Valentine's Day last year.
Hi, Rachel.
Oh, so it is you. That's fantastic, and now you're here with a date. Crazy.
Yeah.
So what brings you two in? Are we celebrating something special? An anniversary, an engagement?
Just dinner.
Ah, cute dinner. So cute. Cute couple having dinner. I do remember you always loved a fancy meal. So what can I get you two lovebirds?
I think we're just gonna split the chocolate lava cake.
No kidding. Sharing a dessert. You know, some guys don't like to share things. They like to keep things hidden for entire relationships. Oh, don't you worry, girlie. I am not talking about him. But while we're on the subject, does he still avoid all of his emotions?
No. He's pretty communicative.
Really?
I mean, his love language is words of affirmation after all.
Oh. Oh, you're serious?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing what therapy can do.
You got into therapy for her, but not for me.
I'm sorry, this is really weird. We should go.
No, it's not weird. I treat every single one of my customers the same, even the ones who hypothetically leave me alone crying in a parking lot and don't even have the decency to leave me the heart-shaped box of chocolates. No, sir. I would never discriminate against anybody, not even those who had lied straight to my face about finding my best friend hotter than me.
Hey, Rachel.
One chocolate lava cake coming right up.
Oh, Samantha, I'm so glad you're here. You just got slammed. Do you mind hopping on the floor a few minutes early? Yeah, sure, no problem. Let me just clock in and I'll be right out.
Oh, no, don't clock in until you're scheduled.
So you want me to work for free? Oh, just for like 15 minutes tops. We need a little help closing out all the tables from the lunch rush.
So let me get this straight. You want me to help out with tables whose tips will fully be going to somebody else while also not even making a couple of measly dollars from the millionaires who own this place?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds like the job of a manager.
Come on, please. We just need you to be a team player.
Well, last I checked, team players get compensation.
It's not my choice. You know how the owners get when people clock in early. It's prohibited.
Okay, then I won't be hopping on the floor early. It's kind of a personal policy. Working without pay is prohibited too.
Seriously, Samantha, can you please just refrain from being difficult with me for 2 seconds and go close out table 13?
No, I'm not going to be penalized for showing up early. If I'm working, I need to be clocked in. It's a simple concept.
Well, everyone else is willing to help out when we need it.
And everyone else is being taken advantage of.
You know, this is why people say you have an attitude.
If having an attitude means expecting to be paid for my labor, then yeah, I guess I'm an absolute menace.
You know what? I think I actually have to go buy a coffee before my shift. I am simply exhausted from carrying the concept of labor laws solely on my back.
See you in 30 minutes.
Samantha, wait.
Oh, and I vow to never show up early again.